Hey guitar enthusiasts, I wanted to do a little more impromptu video here. You can see I don't have my guitar. I had a student yesterday said, Lauren, have you heard the new Beatles song? Did you go listen to it yet? And I was having my morning coffee and I was kind of watching this short film here on YouTube. If you haven't gone and watched that, it's really great. I'll put a link up there. And they took the part where they took out John's voice, and it was just, you just heard John's voice alone from the tape, and I just started crying. And I don't know why I started crying, but I was like, this would be a great opportunity to share with my audience, me listening to something for the first time. You all know, this is my George Harrison guitar back here, so I do love the Beatles. But I think I broke down because I thought it was just so cool. John Lennon obviously passed away before I was born. I think he died in 1980 and I was born in 83. But my mom loved the Beatles, so I grew up on the Beatles. And I was going to listen to the new song here and share my thoughts with you because someone asked. So let's do it. I'm already crying.
It's all because of you. And if I make it through, it's all because of you. And now
I don't know why I'm crying, but I am.
if we must start again, well, we will know for sure that I will love you
I mean, it sounds like the Beatles, right?
now and then. I miss you, oh, now and then. I want you to be there for me, always to return to me. I know it's true, it's all because of you.
You hear that little bit of electric guitar in the background that comes through. Very nice. Did a great job with the string arrangement too. It's quite haunting. I think that's part of the emotion of it. I don't usually cry when I listen to music.
You to be there for me.
Yeah. Paul was right to do the slide guitar. Oh. Whew. good. Of that little, there's like that melody in there on the strings. Da 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 da. So it's like this melody. I love the melody behind the melody. And if you listen, and there's some pretty cool parts where the electric guitar kind of sits underneath and comes in. Has a very, very haunting feel. And again, I don't usually there's very few songs that get me emotional. One of them is Johnny Cash Hurt. That is, especially if you listen to that song while watching the music video, very, very powerful song. And I think this one is just powerful in the sense that, two of the Beatles are no longer here with us. We don't have John and we don't have George. So you got Ringo and Paul that are left, and they've created this masterpiece that is the final Beatles song, which is really cool, and it has this very haunting and ethereal feel to it, which I think sparks more of the emotions. So I wanted to watch that or listen to it live for you guys to see me react to it, and just watch the emotional response I was having to the music. And I think that speaks to why music is so important. I'm gonna start crying again. Wow. I think that speaks to the reason why music is so important, because it can really get into those deep parts of us and in our psyche. It can really hit on some really emotional things for us. It can bring things out, things we thought we never knew were there. And that's why music is so important. And that's why I teach music, because I know how healing and helpful music is to people. I've seen it through the years, because, music, when we don't have the words for something, music can be there to be that crutch to help assist us with what we're feeling, even right now when you're like, I don't know what I'm feeling. I think these are tears of joy because, this is something new. This is something fresh. I don't think anyone in 2023 thought we would ever hear another Beatles song. And I think this brings some excitement with AI and the things that you can do with music. And I think it's great to hear, that Paul and Ringo were behind this, and they were honoring John's memory, and they were honoring George's memory. I was watching that short film, and Paul was talking about how they saved the guitar parts that George did when they tried doing this song back in '95 originally, and they saved those. And he says, we're going to use George's style, and we're going to record a slide guitar, which I think slide guitar on this fits so well. As opposed to just like a regular guitar solo. I think it really fits in with that haunting feel of the music and the feel of the Beatles. Overall, I think it's a great song. And I wanted to share this with you guys, because I don't typically get emotional listening to music. But I did have a student from the UK ask me, hey, Lauren, you're a Beatles fan. Did you listen to the new song yet? And I said, honestly, I hadn't. So if you want to go check out that short film, I'll put a link up there. Great song by the Beatles. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the song, and I'll see you guys very soon.